Hi guys, I'm Yusuke Nagano from Karate Dojo Waku. This week's topic is the timing of your attack. When we think about when we should attack, what we should focus on isn't ourselves. It's what the opponent's movements are. So we'll be taking 4 situations. Number 1 is before the opponent's attack happens, so he's staying there in the same place. 2 is when he starts moving for his attack. 3 is when he finishes his attack. And 4 is after his attack happens. So we'll be taking those 4 timings and telling you what you should consider in each situation. Okay, so the first situation is before the opponent's attack when he's freezing in one spot. So let's say during a match, we're moving, and right now, he's not even shifting his center of gravity, he's just staying in place. So this is the situation we'll be thinking about in number 1. For your attack to land in this situation, there are 4 conditions that you must think of. Condition number 1 is that you're faster than the opponent. If your punches are faster than his counterattacks, then you're obviously going to win. Focus on these 3 points for speed. Number 1 is whether you're relaxed or not. When you attack, always stay relaxed. So go from this 0 position to 100. Point number 2 is the form of your punches or your attacks. You want all of your body to be moving effectively without any extra movement. So let's say if I take an example of a Kizamizuki, if my punches are going from below, I'm losing time here. So I should go straight. If I take an example of a Mawashigeri, if my legs are going up like this, they should go straight for a Chudan. The third point is this is a simple one, whether you practice a lot or not. If you want to be confident with your speed, you have to be practicing a lot. This is not something that you get overnight, so practice a lot and get used to the motion. So the second condition is that your punches land before his counter in this situation where he's standing still is the complexity of your attacks. Meaning, you have to disperse his attention in a lot of places in order for you to attack. The technique we use here is called renzoku waza. Renzoku waza means a combination of attacks. So I'll take some examples. Number 1 is just a 1-2. So from here, simply move your lead hand first and go. Number 2 is called gyaku. So a gyakuzuki, you do the gyakuzuki first, and you jump with the front leg to land your lead. So I'll do it slowly. From here, step in and punch. The third one is jodan chudan, so to the face and then to the stomach. And the last one is 1, 2, 3. So yeah, let's put it forward. From here, start here, and land with this leg. So those are the 4 examples that you can use for a renzoku waza or a mixture of attacks. To make this more complicated, there are 3 spices that you can add on to this movement. First is adding an ashibarai before the renzoku waza. So not just doing this, you can touch his leg first so that his attention goes below and then go for the top. So I'll do it slowly. So that you can use that. Or add a kick before your attack. Or you don't have to kick fully, you can show a kicking motion. So from here, you can do a 2단위 up, and then go for a 1-2. The third one is adding a kick after your renzogaza. So maybe you do gyaku gyaku, and then go for a bashi. So let's make your attacks complicated for you to land your attack while your opponent isn't moving. So your third condition is the timing of when you step in. I think there are 4 types of the timing when you attack or when you step forward. The most common one is to step in fully and then attack. So I'll show you an example. In a match, this is common to see. So you're around here. Before you attack, you step in and then you punch. This is the most common types of timing that you see. But the opponent will get used to that timing. So what you try to do is you try to add 3 more timing onto this. The first one is to stop. So from here, stop, and then punch. This was different from the first example where I went like this. The second one is to eliminate this. So from here, you go in a bit closer, and from here, you punch. So you didn't have this. The last example is, from here, you don't go this, you do. So you step in just halfway, not together with both of your foot. You step in halfway with your back leg, and punch. So you can practice this. First, have a partner just sit in the same spot, and allow your body to manipulate those 4 types. So type 1, make sure you do it slowly first. Type 2, type 3, and type 4. Yep, that's it. The last condition is that your movements are very simple without any initial movement. So what I mean by this is, let's say you're doing a kizamizuki and you flinch before your attack. So this. By having this motion, he'll sense that I'm going to be moving forward. And this concept is called no motion, which is pretty simple. And there are mainly 2 things that you should think about. Number 1, your fist moves first. So let's say I take an example of a chudanzuki. Try not to do this. Try to move your hand before. So this way, the movement will be simple from here on. If I take example of a kizamizuki, make sure your fist moves first to punch. This way your movements will be a lot simpler. The second point is the position of your shoulder and your hips. Make sure these stay in a horizontal line parallel to the ground. So don't do this or this. Try to have these 2 points move in a straight line, like so. You can practice this first in front of a mirror, looking at yourself. And when you feel confident enough, practice it on a friend and get some feedback from him or her. So let's review what we've learned so far. We first started by introducing you conditions that you must have for your attack to land when the opponent isn't moving. So during a match, he's just staying in the same spot. So from here, we'll be moving on to 3 more timings. First is when the opponent starts moving for the attack, and the second is when the opponent finishes his attack, and the last one is after the opponent finishes the attack. So I'll be taking those 3 types of timings and introducing you what you should consider for your attack to land. So let's talk about the timing of when your opponent starts moving for his attack. This timing that you attack is called sen no sen in Japanese. Sen means beforehand and no means of in English. So if I do a direct translation, it'll be beforehand of the beforehand, which doesn't make that much sense. So that means the first beforehand is for his attack. So he moves first, however, my attack lands faster than his attack. And the techniques that we use here, there are, I believe, only 2 choices here. The kizamizuki or the gyakuzuki. So I'll first show you here because I think that's easier for you to understand. First, he'll be standing in the same spot and I'll be moving forward in the same rhythm. And I attack. Looking at my movement, he's going to be landing his attack first. So watch carefully. Try slowly first. Now he'll be stepping too. Make sure you're not going too fast and that each of you are trying it at the same speed level because we want to focus on timing here. Now, I'll be moving, not in the same rhythm, so I'll be mixing up little movement and he'll try to counter it. But just stay in the Jodan Kizamizuki. So the only thing that changes is just little feints here. Now spread your area into a square. Now I'll be able to pick whatever attack I want to do. And he'll be looking at my movements and countering his motion. So focus on when he's moving according to my movement. Try it out slowly first and then speed it up when you get used to it. Now, I'll be aiming for the same timing as well. So when he moves and attacks, I'll be looking at the sen no sen timing and attacking. So both of you are doing the same thing, so it's closer to an actual game situation. And when you do this, if you're the one attacking first and you score, that's 3 points. But if you're waiting for the opponent and you score, that's 1 point. So if you want to aim for a higher point, maybe you should go first, but that means there's a risk of being countered by the practice that we just did. So to make it fun, let's do it like that. Now we'll be talking about the timing of your attack to land when the opponent finishes his attack. So I'll show you an example first. We'll be practicing this timing. I think you can see that his counter timing is a little bit late than the sendo-sen timing we did last time. So the technique that you use in this situation is always related to the chudan. So it can be a chudan zuki, or it can be a chudan maigi. So the timing of my attack and his kick is simultaneous. So let's take an example about chudan zuki first. So first, as last time, he's going to be the one countering. First, I'll be moving back and forth. Now, same rhythm. And get used to this motion. This is a bad timing where he's too late. Instead, try to do it same time. Yep, just like this. Step 2. I'll be moving the same rhythm and doing a kizami, and he'll be countering it with a chudan. Make sure the timing is a bit late than the sendo-sen video we did earlier. Start out slow. And once you get used to it, he can be stepping as well. Now, I'll be adding little feints here and there. Now, instead of a line, open up your space into a square and do the same thing. So he's still going to be only countering, and I'll be the one that's only attacking. Now, each of us will be doing it like an actual game. So if you attack first and you get the point, that's 3 points for you. If you counter the attack, that's 1 point. So decide by yourself whether you want to stick with the chudan timing that we just practiced, or maybe you can be eager and going for the jodan. At last, let's learn how to land your attack after your opponent finishes his attack. So the techniques that we'll be using here is usually, there are a lot of types, but if I were to divide them, I think there are 3 types. Type 1, attack, ba, ba, or ba. So snap it out of your way and attack with the jodan. Or sway to the side and jodan geri. And the last one is to the jodan, to the head with the kick. That can be a maoshigeri or a gramashi. Either one's fine. So pick one technique that you'll be doing and let's follow this exercise. So step 1, the opponent will be moving, same rhythm, and attack, just like the one we did last time. When you get used to it, loosen up, and just step, be in a comfortable position. Now I'll be adding small tricks here and there. Now I'll be mixing different attacks and make your space square, just like last time. Now we both aim for your attack to land first and counter at the same time. So a game situation. So we covered the important points of 4 situations. Situation number 1 is when your opponent isn't moving. Point 2 is when he starts moving. 3 is when the moment the attack finishes. And the last one is after the attack finishes. And we introduced the points that you should think about in each situation and the exact practice menu. Let me know how it went. If you want to DM me on Instagram, please do so. See you next week.